autonomous view. I get myself here, and imagine the emotion. It can be anger, it can be happiness, etc. Here, imagine yourself here to be more intelligent, be much more intelligent here than what you thought you were here. I was like, I don't want to hear. Many of those women are just complaining all the fucking thing here, and I just want to get off them here. Imagine myself right now here to get off here. It's like ideas about it, like kind of like misconception here. It's kind of concept that any female in work can get laid anytime they want here, and reality is kind of like not really here, guys. And here, I don't think every female just because they are alive can get laid anytime they want here. Because I'm not going to be the guy who's going to be like any man who's willing to do anything here just because they have V here. And what I do here, because it's like I don't need to constantly use some word. It's putting in some acronym in one letter here, and instead using the hand more intelligent way to condense the things to show the power here. And I see myself like I feel I could be the most successful man in the world, but it's kind of like I didn't have the knowledge, the energy, the time, and conditions to do that thing here. But I have desire. Somehow I feel like I have desire here. Well, you have one thing here, what really actually matter here, desire here. But desire is not everything. Without knowledge and kind of like environment, and the success is kind of like defined by yourself or by some kind of like system whatsoever here. Imagine yourself right now is that how do you want to see differences? You have like cash and money here, and some of the looks here to back it up here. It's like, yeah, well, yeah. So imagine yourself kind of like having a short hair, example, because it's like made easy to wear any kind of like external thing here. And it's kind of pretty cool here, like make a decision right now. There's infinite number of things what I can do, right? And I was like, imagine myself like, all right, yeah. But what I think, I don't know what is real anyways here. Yeah. Okay, so I was thinking about something here. Kind of thing is that I just don't know really about it. Like online dating site, imagine many guys are frustrated because they don't have the success or they had a much better success before here, and the success is going much more downhill, and they feel frustrated about it because it's not like as lucrative as it used to be here, and they have far less putting like any kind of interest on the site here. So what I do here is like I always ask myself like, well, what are my options here? And one of my options is like the like Kino here. It's like I don't care anything on this site here. It's like no matter do any girls like me or what, I don't let the online dating mean anything to me here. It's kind of it's interesting aspect to myself here. So the most important thing here in myself here is that be happy here as a guy here. Be free and be happy here. Imagine like so much do I getting some heat up here. It's like yeah, a little bit here. And I imagine myself here is that the modern mindset the world try to equalize everyone, even it's kind of impossible here, and it have a lot of this negative effect because it allows some stupid people a lot of power here, even they should not have it here because of this idiocracy here, because stupid here, crazy here. It's kind of like funny thing, and I see that thing here. And of course the solution is not giving any power to stupid people here. I'm not afraid to express my political thoughts here. Imagine myself, the way how your voice come across here, it's come from power, but it doesn't necessarily come here to you know, all the ideas set mind here, guys. And the self-love, can you hug yourself? Like, yeah, give yourself a hug here. And yeah, so are you a powerful unit or are you weak here? As a guy, you need to be a strong, have a fucking mindset here. And it's like, and I see a lot of people who are so weak in this world here, express here. And take some kind of like video like this and upload it here straight after in YouTube here, and just get the feedback here. And describe yourself. I mean here like the incoherence here. Let's call discussing anything. It's kind of like mental illnesses, the neurology here. can be a huge factor for everybody, including myself here. It's kind of like try to understand the concept of subjectivity here and normativity here of the whole world population and the different observers here. And this is super important things, the cause and effect here. Imagine yourself like here, yeah, there's a million better looking girls here in the world here. And I have this mindset always kind of like focusing the most attractive girls here. And it doesn't really, not everyone, there's very limited scarcity of the attractive girls in the world here. And it's kind of things like I always feel pointless to put any effort because I'm not attractive here. It's kind of like the universe versus me conflict, what is kind of an idea here myself has been gone through here. And I'm not afraid conflict, I'm not afraid tiger. It's like, if I ask like kind of an ideas like this, like universe, kill me right now guys, here if you really hate me so much here. It doesn't work like that here. Imagine yourself, you're able to express yourself here. Is it the universe case in here? The universe is some kind of like, some kind of a, whatever it is here, in the subjective, my own real idealization here. What is it here? What is it here? I can hate it. It's just this, the way I sit here. It's kind of this universe and there's you here. So you can suffer and you could be angry for the rest of life, you guess. But kind of thing is that that doesn't really get you really anywhere in the world, you guess. Imagine like the cause and effect here to see about this aspect cases like, well, did you enjoy them as much as you could here? Imagine like, what are those restrictions, okay? So it's kind of the concept of the self-therapy here. If you have to be your self-therapist, like, okay, welcome here. So you need to analyze yourself, like, what's problem with you, dude? Like, what's in your mind here, guys? And you want to express your own negativity towards your whole universal life and inequality and fairness, an infinite number of things that constantly keep spinning dick whole world in my mind here. And those thoughts definitely does some level effect, of course, here. Of the question is like the benefits versus this benefit, those thoughts in first place here. And a little bit like taking control in a therapy, like see whatever it is here. It's focusing on those patterns of thoughts, negativity here. It's like try to make ideas, concept here. It can be like visualization of the universe and self. I can like, I'm infinitely power here. I'm infinitely goodness and power here. And blah, blah. So it's kind of like concept those. I can create an idea that thing, and then causations. So, well, what is cause and effect here? Because the word is like those people here, and you focus your self-interest, and then you see the interest of the maybe all the other humans' interests, and so on here. So like my methods can have enormous different ways to see things here, comprehend here, like yourself benefit other people here. Like I wanted to speak here. Imagine having some slur or speed salad or kind of like, so it's important to be kind of like self-positive nevertheless here. Imagine like even you die right here, everything in this fucking suck so hard, you gotta be self-positive here. And I always look at my life it's like it's constant regress here from the self-positive, like because of the conditionality here of the happiness of self, and it's trained down here. It's kind of like the universe, whatever it is, and the self subjective experience and ideations turn this negativity here. And the best way to tackle that thing is kind of like, yeah, the universe can burn here, whatever happened, but I'm just always smile like, yeah, kind of like unconditionality or smile here. The only conditionality is kind of like, is that there is no point to not be smiling here, no matter what here. It's kind of like there's only one conditionality here, and the condition like here is that you don't want to live in misery or suffer here. That whatever happened in life, the universe is not going to ever change my self-mood here, because it's just the universe, and it's not my free will or my decision here. And yeah, I may be part of the same universe, I may be a die, etc. here, but when I'm alive, I can maybe even force against my so-called self. Yeah, and my happiness has nothing to do with any other condition except that there is no really any benefit to be angered here, or maybe could be in some scenario. It depends, you know. So the negativity is not absolute thing, or the positivity. There's no absolute positivity. It's just kind of like, it's nothing to do with the way the universe is my positivity. It's kind of like I'm alive, and the positivity is the only asset that make my life meaningful here. Imagine myself. My positivity makes any life meaningful here. So when I'm positive here and be free and maximize my self-interest, it's kind of a point that is the kind of the living force within myself here. And it's like, yeah, I gonna round it the world here. Imagine myself here. I like to do many things here, but is it a laziness? What is stopping me? Let's go some joke here. It's not like, even if somebody other guy get late here or whatever here, let's forget all that thing here. You try to get late with the girls, like, yeah, you feel attractive for sure and so on the chicks here. But it kind of like, I'm not constantly trying to actively pursue the girls, and I don't actually do it myself. I'm not constantly chatting or pushing message to other girls against them. I'm actually a little bit like more passive approach this time here. I'm not trying to imagine myself like I try to always become away from neediness. No, let's say, is indeed, you know, even nobody more cares about you here. You have one individual who cares yourself. Itself, you, me, yourself here, cares. And everything come from there is come the position in a word like, well, how these things can be better here with other people when it comes to connection. And remember, 2020 was year of connection and understanding here, coming from positivity here, and minimizing negativity here. Everything in the universe can go bad here, like negative here. And I understand that thing here. I already said a million times. I don't need to any more change. I make my mind, and it's not. I change nothing. But what I'm gonna change is when I'm alive, I'm gonna be the fucking most self-positive person in the fucking world here, no matter what here. And it's like, because after all, the negativity doesn't change the universe whatsoever. Universe is totally in careless here, and therefore, because it's in carelessness or neutrality or whatever else, it just doesn't benefit myself, that negativity here. And that's kind of an important aspect here. Focus on what's the benefit to negativity of self here. We're just getting worse and worse and worse here. And I think myself, when I live here, live happy here, live the maximum here, live the best, win, of course, be the number one in the world here for sure. And I always go for me winning myself, like I'm the fucking winner in this world here. And it's not like I cannot have a negative expression here. I should have time to take myself in case, and yeah. But kind of like, but always deep in myself, I have this self-positive, like, well, I'm alive. It's not like the life is amazing here. Like, I don't have this any delusion or kind of feeling. So it's more like, well, I want to enjoy most of my life what I can here, my capital here. That's all here. I want to enjoy most of here. And I don't let the universe or other people's any other opinion here. I try to have as much freedom as possible, and maybe the universe, whatever it goes, it gives myself here. But I'm gonna be the most self-positive person in this fucking universe, no matter what here. And that's the way, how I can say here. So try to have this smile in life, try to have this passion. Yeah, the universe, I don't need to say anything about it here anymore in this case. Like I can say, it's shit or etc. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's make me a little happy in a short while, yeah. But in the long term, I need to have some stable self-core here. It's kind of things I live for happy moments here. Of self-expression here, and to do what I want here. It's like you need to live for something here. After all, here, what do you live for here? What is your